Okay, so let's unpack this. We usually do these deep dives on big market trends, right? But today is a bit different. We're focusing on a stack of engineering specs for just one piece of hardware, the Aurora Multimedia HT-TX1-WP2-W wall plate. Our mission here is to figure out how this one little transmitter is, signaling the next wave of Pro AV networking.
And what's so fascinating is that this specific product, it sort of redefines the limits of HDBaseT 2.0. Historically, an installer had to pick 2 out of 3 things: perfect quality, long distance, or a simple installation. This HT Pro series is basically trying to deliver all 3. A perfect signal while making the logistics way, way simpler.
Right. So that tension between perfection and simplicity, that's the core knowledge nugget we're trying to extract today. Our focus is pretty simple. How does this wall plate get true uncompressed quality over distance? What's so revolutionary about its power? And how does it pull and control an advanced audio? Let's start with the big breakthrough, because this is where it gets really interesting. The spec sheet boasts, it's a mouthful. It boasts uncompressed 4K 60, 4.4.4, 18 Gbps, HDMI 2.0. So for you listening, what does that 4.4.4 part actually mean in practical terms?
It translates to the gold standard, really, zero quality compromise.
Yeah.
Specifically, 4.4.4 is about perfect color sampling. So if you're running, say, medical imaging, post-production studios,
Wow.
anywhere color is absolutely critical. Compression just isn't an option. It creates artifacts.
And this avoids that entirely.
Entirely.
The idea of zero frame latency is also huge. Does that mean these devices are moving into markets like, high-end flight simulators or command centers where any delay is a problem?
Absolutely. Zero latency is non-negotiable in those kinds of real-time environments. And the technical feat here is that they're getting this perfect signal over 100 meters. It's 330 feet using a single, cheap, unshielded C-attack cable.
Wow.
Yeah. For a big project, that drastically simplifies the whole thing.
Okay, but video quality is really only half the battle, isn't it?
Sure.
If the installation is a total nightmare, the product's a failure. So let's talk power. They're using a bidirectional patent-pending POH power over HDBaseT. I notice it says it's non-proprietary.
And that's crucial. That non-proprietary part is a really big deal. In the past, you had vendor lock-in with power schemes. This approach means the Aurora wall plate can power or be powered by gear from any other compliant manufacturer. Think about what that does for an integrator's inventory.
That sounds great in theory, but, in the field, doesn't bidirectional power add complexity? More risk of, say, grounding loops or just making troubleshooting harder?
You'd think so, but it actually reduces the complexity. The key advantage is the HT Pro series can power both units, the transmitter and the receiver, from just one port of a standard PoE switch.
Oh, okay.
So you've just eliminated the nightmare of tracking down like 50 or 60 of those external power supplies, those wall warts, all over a big building.
Right.
And the source notes mention it's TAA compliant and made in the USA, so you're dodging tariff issues, which makes it a budget-friendly solution from the start.
Okay, shifting to the network side. They've got full 480 Mbps USB 2.0 and a 1 gig LAN port. But the control part seems like the real revolution here, with that optional ReAX IP control engine.
Yes.
Which is based on JavaScript.
And that JavaScript detail.
Yeah.
That's the biggest sign of change. It's a move away from all those old proprietary AV control languages.
Oh.
Why JavaScript?
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere. It allows for full IP control automation without needing that separate, expensive proprietary control box. The control is just baked right into the device itself.
And finally, we have to touch on the audio. They say this is the first of its kind to implement ARC audio return channel and then feed that audio into Dante or AES67.
This is a massive breakthrough for integrated systems. Think about it. You have a smart display at the far end. The ARC feature grabs that display's internal audio, maybe from an app, and the Dante integration lets you route it straight back to the central mixer, instantly. And what's really fascinating is the integrated DSP. Right now it offers metering, but the architecture is there for more advanced stuff: EQ, mixing, sensing. They're building an audio platform, not just passing a signal.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the installer or the designer? It's really a convergence, isn't it? Uncompressed quality, much simpler installation with that POH, and this truly integrated standards-based control and audio.
Exactly. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, what you're seeing is the end of an era. These integrated software-defined control engines like ReAX based on standard JavaScript, they signal the inevitable end of proprietary hardware control systems in Pro AV. So the final thought for you to consider is this. What happens to your workflow What flexibility do you gain when your AV control system is no longer a specialized box programmed by a specialist, but just software that any network professional can understand and manage?